1989 was a historic year, not because that was the year I was born. I know I'm aging myself. See this pickup truck behind me? Not the TRD Pro. No, that one's pretty cool too. But look at this Toyota pickup truck. Today I'm gonna give you guys a walk around of, it's kind of like Days of Future Past going on, but I'm really gonna focus on this 1989 Toyota pickup truck. It's got the V6. You also get it with a 4-cylinder, get them with the 5-speed manual. And I cannot wait to talk about this pickup truck. Even though it came out and it was setting records, it was getting all the accolades back in 1989, I still have never driven. I won't be able to drive this for you guys today. I apologize. I asked Toyota, they said, nah, you can't drive it. Like I would probably, well, yeah, maybe it's best that I don't go drive it, because then I would be sad that these vehicles, they don't exist anymore, really, right? Good luck finding one in this condition. I mean, it's not perfect, right? I can see some dents, right? It's how many years old? How old am I? 30. I'm 36 years old. So look at the long bed on it. Look at this. Look at the ground clearance from the two. I mean, eyeball to eyeball, it's got more ground clearance than the TRD Pro, all right? And this was just the I mean, obviously wasn't the normal. What was this? The SR5 4x4 extra cab. This might have been, you know, the SR5 back then might have been a little bit nicer. But I like those vertical windows in the extra cab area. I love the mud flaps. Look at this tiny exhaust. Look what exhaust. This exhaust pipe is smaller than what's on modern motorcycles. I mean, it's absolutely minuscule. You got the leaf springs here, the solid rear axle, the live axle, the big fat tire in the back. Beautiful. I mean, the paint color, I don't know if this is original or not, and I don't want to touch it, but the decals, I mean, it just looks so good. And this, I mean, lengthwise, it's pretty close actually between the two. I'll probably have to Google and tell you guys, but lengthwise it's pretty close, because this bed is very long on the old one and it's very short here on the new one. But I want to open. Look how thin tailgates used to be. Can I open this? Oh, listen to that. Listen, there's no gimmicks or funniness going around with, you know, soft opening tailgates or a button. I know the Tacoma does that, and some people might like that, but there's no button. There's no fanciness going on here. It's just absolute perfection, old school. Oh, and even the satisfying click to the bed. All right. To be honest, I'm learning with you guys. I don't know where this was built. I'm looking at the VIN number. I can't really see there. It's kind of blocked off. The VIN number, Toyota Motor Corp. Yeah, this is built in Japan. So why can't we get trucks built in Japan anymore? Well, the reason is the chicken tax. Now, the chicken tax existed back in 1989, but it was still cheaper to manufacture and export with a chicken tax than to make it in North America. Oh my gosh, look at the shifter here, the 5-speed manual. Oh, the old smell of cars, guys. Oh my gosh, I wish we had smell-o-vision so you guys could smell what this truck smells like. Look at this old sunroof. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to try to open it, but look at it. I mean, just how minimal and clean everything is. Look at this vinyl roof here. Does this light work? No, it doesn't work, all right? But wow. Let's look under the hood. Let's take a look at this V6. I'm gonna have, oh, can I do this? I don't want to break it. I don't want to do that. I don't know if I can look under the hood, because typically when I pull that hard on the hood latch, the hood opens, so I'm not going to pull any harder than that. All right, look at this cloth. That's the thing. Who did cloth recently? I think Honda's doing cloth on their new Passport, and it's really cozy. It's really nice. I want more manufacturers to go back to this. Cloth on the inside. I don't want glossy plastics. I don't want hard touch materials. I want to feel cozy. And this old truck, look at this. Oh man, power mirrors too, power locks, power windows, even auto down and up here on the driver's side. Now this seat is old school. Let's go ahead and, sitting back here, well, I don't think I'm gonna even try it. There's not a lot of room. I mean, but even these seats are well maintained. This is actually really cozy. It doesn't look like there'd be anything back here to support you. I mean, obviously, if the truck, Like there's no head restraints back in the day. Oh, look at the glass. Little pop out glass. Absolutely cherish pop out glass. Now my van still has that, but the modern Toyota Sienna doesn't have the pop out glass anymore. So the pop out glass is becoming rarer and rarer. So anyways, just look at that back seat. It looks great. And shall we sit on the inside? Oh my goodness. Guys, look how just the seat absolutely gave way. And it's not because it's like worn, it's just because that's how things were back then. Cozy, man. Look at the carpet on the floor. This seat, it feels like I'm sitting in a sofa in my house. I don't know if I can start this. Let me ask. It won't start. And does the hood lift? There it goes. Now, do you know the horsepower or torque numbers to this engine?
It's like 150, 189.
That's all you need. Because this truck doesn't weigh anything.
No, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really low. I have the numbers right here. Let me find them.
Okay, appreciate it. Beautiful 3-liter electronic fuel injection. Of course, we're not going to have a carbureted engine in here. It's 1989. Well, there were some carbureted engines back then, I'm sure, but Toyota, very technologically savvy, surely was going to have electronic fuel injection. As we wait for Zach to come back with some more details or specs on the truck, look at this V6 badge. I mean, all this looks pristine, brand new. Now, this has a little bit of a dent, 3 divots here. I don't know, this is metal here, but it, yeah.
150, 180.
150 horsepower? Sweet. So that 150 horsepower, 180 pound-feet of torque from a 3-liter V6. This, like the technology here is just so different. We have a 2.4 turbo hybrid here with 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. Now, I'll go and put on the screen what this truck weighs compared to this truck. It's probably 1,000 pounds different. I could be off. It could be more than 1,000 pounds of difference between these two trucks in terms of curb weight. But 150 horsepower, 180 pound-feet of torque, and then you have the 4-cylinder option as well. All right, look at the beautiful prop stick. Let's go ahead and 3VZ was the the engine name here. Sometimes Toyota will put it on the engine or the intake manifold, but I do not see it. Maybe they started doing that later on, but just an absolute beautiful old school engine bay here. So let's go ahead and lower the hood gently. Maybe a little too gentle. There we go. Huh. Now, I asked Zach if I could turn it on. He said, it's not turning on right now. So it could be a bad battery, could be a bad starter. My guess would be that, you know, this truck probably hasn't been driven, the battery's probably zapped on it. But yeah, the keys are in here. Look at these. Look, what does an old Toyota key look like? Not that crazy looking, to be honest. Made in USA, so this is kind of, it looks like a replacement key. We'll just go and put that in there. He said I could try firing it up, and he said, tell me what happens. Actually, absolutely nothing happened. Looking at the old gauges, man, this takes me back to the 90s. Even like, this isn't just Toyota, but like Ford's had a similar instrument cluster to this as well. Look at these dials. It looks like the needle moves in a circular, on a circular plane. So that's kind of weird, but cool. And this only has 39,000 miles on it. That's why the body looks so good. Big vents here. Oh man, the old climate control slidey. I mean, you can even hear the, I don't know, the fan directors on the inside move around. Love that. Everything in cars nowadays, everything's been there to like kind of remove you from experiencing the car and interacting with the car, especially with touchscreen. Like the heft to this, like you gotta muscle this switch to get it to heat. Same thing with this. Now this one's definitely heavier. Just that old, like everything required just a little bit of muscle interaction, and when you have muscle interaction, you have memory. And now we just have, everything's a touchscreen, and it's sad. And look at these old preset buttons here. Now these are a little bit small. Oh yes, the pop out bass and balance and treble dial. So you push it in to lock in the bass. Oh, those were so much fun back in the day. Let's go and preserve them by pushing them in. Yes, you could smoke in your cars once upon a time. And I know a lot of people do, and some of you guys probably do that are watching this. But yes, back in the day, they weren't scared to advertise, hey, this is for your cigarette and your cigarette lighter. You would push it in, and then once it's heated, some of you guys are probably too young to know this, it would pop out, and then these things would be freaking hot. So in the wintertime in Nebraska, you would use these, you pop it in when you're warming up the car, and you pop it out, and you just put your hand over this, you wouldn't touch it because it would burn you. These things get super hot. But yeah, you light your cigarette with this, but if you don't smoke, you would stay warm or warm up your hands in the wintertime with those things, all right? Your clock here, look how simple it was to change the time on your clock. Hours, minutes, the same thing in my 2012 Prius, thank God, but newer stuff, there's not dedicated buttons to anyway. This even has air conditioning. What is the clutch pedal? Clutch pedal, super springy. We even had cruise control on here. We can tilt, not telescopic, but a tilting steering wheel. And you know, I was expecting these throws to be a lot longer. So it's pretty long to get to second and fourth feel pretty far down, but like first, third, and fifth are all really close to center, and then down second feels really low. Fourth doesn't feel quite as low down anyways. But look at that, oh man. I know that you can still get a manual on the Tacomas, but the manual is not good. I don't recommend the manual anymore because it's been nerfed due to regulations. It just doesn't feel good. This, my friends, is not a trash can. This is an ashtray, all right? Metal. So when you put your cigarettes in there, it doesn't burn or melt the plastic. Looking in the center console, some dividers, nothing too crazy. Again, the sunroof, you'd have some lights here, pretty standard. I mean, it's not super old to where oh man, oh, this has kind of been broken. That's kind of sad. I would have to like tape this up, put some duct tape up there or something. But yeah, that's kind of, the visor's been, it's seen better days, that visor, but still in good condition. And we have a handle over here, all right? And a pop-up, look at that. In the corner, there's a pop-up antenna, a relic of the past for sure. Clutch start cancel. Does that mean you could start this without engaging the clutch? If you're neutral, that sounds interesting. And look at how cute and retro this Toyota badge is here. It's not this big, chunky, ugly plastic thing. This looks proper and classy. Very well, I mean, just everything about this leather steering wheel just feels so nice, and look how small it is. This steering wheel is smaller than even like a modern day Miata steering wheel, which is the small steering wheel I can think of currently on the market. Like, feels awesome. Look at these fat tires. You didn't even talk about the tiny rims that you have here, the tiny wheels. These are 15-inch wheels here, and then you look at this, and these are what, the 18s? On the TRD Pro, yeah, 18-inch wheels. These are the smallest wheels you can get on the new truck, and these wheels are 3 inches smaller. We've come a long ways in some ways. In fact, I think a lot of us wish trucks were just simpler again, but hey, I mean, good luck finding an old Toyota pickup, but at least Toyota's still making pickup trucks. No longer made in Japan. They're made, well, this is made in Baja, Mexico, or Guanajuato, Mexico. But man, this is really pulling at my heartstrings. I'm a big fan of old pickup trucks. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one.